Hey guys, Mr. Dell here. We are in CC2. Today we are looking at determining a table from a graph as well as the rule from the graph as well, if possible. So let's take a look at this. So I'm actually, like I said, I'm in CC3, course 3, and this is section 4.1.3, specifically number 4-28. So it says, another one of the connections in your representations of the pattern web is graph to table, right? So understanding the connection between the graph and the table. Chapters 1-3, you develop tools to find a table from a graph. So we were normally given a table, we would then plot the graph. So consider this connection as you complete the table below. So in this problem, I want to take the table and complete the table given the graph. So this graph is a little small, so you might have to expand it on your computer if you're using the online version of the textbook, or you may need to just get real close and make sure you can see what's going on. So I like to start where I can see for sure a point, right? If this is my line, I can see that it crosses the y-axis right there, right? And so if I know that that's where it crosses the y-axis, that's also where x equals 0. So that would be this point here. And it looks like it crosses at what's labeled as -1. So I can put that in as -1. And then I can see here it also crosses the x-axis right there. And x-axis is here at 2. So when x is 2, right? So my input is 2, my x is 2, my output would be 0 for the y, right? X is 2, y is 0. So let's see if I can find another nice point it crosses. It looks like that one right there is a really nice point. So what is that one? That is at -2. The x is -2. The y is -2. So -2, -2. Okay. So the other ones that they're asking now is what's going on at -3, what's going on at -1, and 1 and 3. So let me start with 3 and work my way backwards. So at 3, so this is where x is 3. So what's happening there? So at 3, it looks like it's halfway between 0 and 1, right? So this is 0 on the y. This is 1 on the y, then 2. So if you look at this line here, the imaginary line going from the axis to where that is on the point, I would say that's 1/2. So at 3, we have positive 1/2. And then at 1, it's the other direction. And again, it looks like it's between 0 and -1. So between 0 and -1, right there would be -1/2. So let's keep going. So now at -1, -1 is here, right? Between the -2 and 0 on the x. So -1 for x. And that takes me down to right there, which looks like it's between -1 and -2, which would be -1.5. And now you probably can see the pattern. I'm at going this direction, I'm decreasing by -1/2 each time. So if this is -2, going down another -1/2, that has to be -2.5. So let's double check. At -3 for x being -3, I'm dropping it down here, and I can see, sure enough, it's between -2 and -3 on the y-axis, so that would be -2.5. So there's my table based on pulling the points from the line that was previously graphed. There you go.